Good morning, everybody from Florence. It's going to be a scorcher today, another 97 degrees. Insane. I just got out of the shower, obviously, and I thought I would show you guys my typical breakfast routine because very different than in the US. So let's get started. So what I purchased was just some plain brioche bread, cute little, they're tiny little pieces, but they're adorable. At home you can get these at like an Aldi. Aldi definitely has brioche bread and it's delicious. I also got some regular butter, which they call burro, which cracks me up. Burro. A little bit of marmalade, orange marmalade. This stuff is really, really delightful. I've got my mucka pot, which is a coffee maker. My coffee. I grabbed a little bit of, here, let's come over here. Grabbed a little bit of milk. And I'm gonna need a little bit of sugar. Zucchero. Zucchero, here's our Italian lesson. Zucchero, latte. And by the way, you can buy raw milk here. It isn't all pasteurized, which, who knew? I don't know the word for jelly. Burro, pane, and caffè. So this is our breakfast lesson. Anyway, I'm gonna get started here. First of all, I'm gonna take a bit of this butter and I'm gonna put it in my pan. I bought a new pan, guys, from like a cheapy little place. I don't know what it's called. It begins with a K. But the other one was becoming hazardous in the sense that it wasn't staying on the burner and I was making sauces and stuff. So I was scared I was gonna end up with like an oil fire or something. So, wow, camera work, A+. So anyway, I'm gonna take some butter, Food Network style butter, right? Honestly, this is not that, I don't know if you can tell, it's not really that crazy big of a piece. But basically it's like what you would put on 2 pieces of toast. Yes, I know that for those of you with food concerns that there is butter in brioche for sure. But this is just how I've been making my breakfast. It's kind of like an in-between between toast and a pastry. So we're gonna wait for that to melt. In the meantime, we're going to get our mucka pot started. So let's see if I can I do this? I can, great. So the mocha pot comes in 2 parts. It unscrews. And the in-between, boop, the in-between part, this part is for the water, this is for the coffee. This part gets hot water, so I gotta let my water go for a minute because my water does not get hot right away. So we got it to be hot. The reason why is if it's hot water, it takes less time for it to heat up on the burner and it makes the coffee less bitter. I found out. I did some research on this. Obviously, I didn't just know how to do this. So I'm going to fill it up to my little fill line. Boop, boop. Then I'm going to put my little, I don't know, coffee filter thing in there. My butter is melted almost all the way here. So I'm going to put in my pane. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating like a bread and butter mixture, kind of. It's like a hybrid between bread and butter and French toast. So we're gonna let that just hang out there. I need my coffee, so I'm gonna grab a spoon here. Want a bigger one. The coffee, it's actually really nice because on the package, which I threw out, it told me that it was good for the mocha pot, so I knew that that's what I wanted. Okay, and I'm gonna fill it all the way to the top. You don't wanna tap it down or pack it or anything. Just kinda wanna get it as close to the top as you can. Boop, boop, boop. For those of you who don't like dark coffee or like really full flavored coffee, this is not for you. I'm gonna screw this puppy on. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yep. Perfecto. And then I'm gonna put it on the burner. So I'm gonna start my burner off. This is the small, oops, no. That's my one from over there. Let's see here. So this one, it's the smaller of the four, smallest of the four. Let me just make sure I've got this completely. Just want to make sure it's completely screwed in. So basically what I'm waiting for is the water on the bottom to boil up through the grounds and make coffee on the top. Crazy, I know. Next thing is we're gonna check my toast here. Oh shit, my gas is out on the other side. Let's see if I can, sometimes I can get it to come back, sometimes not. Burners are super temperamental over here. Super temperamental. Let's see here. So my plan today is homework and laundry. Had an insanely bad day yesterday. Friday I ended up walking like 2 miles, mile and a half, mile and 3/4, who knows, to the tax office to get my tax number. Necessary to register, there it is, necessary to register foreigners to avoid, like, I guess, terrorism. Also, I need a tax number to order goods. Like, I tried to order stuff from IKEA because this kitchen is not the best. Oh my God, is this driving you insane or just me? Hold on. There we go. Anyway, and so, yeah, because my bus didn't come. So then my foot flared back up, so I was in bed all day yesterday. Finally cried. Finally lost my mind. I suppose this confessional would be better. Yeah, with you seeing my face. But anyway, yeah, finally lost my shit. Talked to Jerry in the evening and was better, but just bad. And then I locked myself out yesterday also. I went downstairs to pick up, I had ordered cleaning supplies. And since I'm not walking, I couldn't just like walk to the store and get them. Well, I leave my key in the door to keep it locked because our keys are like these wrought iron, like crazy, like old school long keys. And yeah, long story long with that. When I went downstairs, the door shut, locked itself. So I was stuck outside in like 97-degree plus hallway until my landlord sent over a, locksmith, not a locksmith, like a handyman. And then he came over. So yesterday was not the best of days. So today's going to be better. Today's going to be homework and laundry day. And maybe if I can do a little cleaning. All right. So my toast is, let's see, this side is toasted. Oh, it is beautifully. So I'm going to grab a plate, shut this off. We're going to come down here at my hodgepodge of college plates. Cracks me up. All right. You guys, the fact that these won't come up on this thing is amazing to me. Here we go. 1, boop. 2, boop. Get my new pan off the heat. Check my mucka pot. She hasn't started to boil yet. Now what we're gonna do with this is basically just throw some jelly on it. And it's amazing. It's crispy, it's buttery, it tastes like a pastry, essentially. Okay, so we grab some of this yummy stuff. Do you see the huge chunks of orange in there? So good. I think this was like $3 US, maybe. I mean, this kind of stuff by us is like $6. So, yup. Anyway, just transferring it between the two yummy pieces of brioche. And then we're gonna check my mucka pot one more time, and if it's not brewing, I'm gonna move it to the bigger, yeah, I need to move it to the bigger flame, because as I mentioned before, I don't want it to be bitter, so. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Hard to say. Maybe I just need to move this one up. Ooh, hot. Move this one off. Let's grab a cup. Oh no, I did already. I grabbed a cup of coffee. I threw some sugar in it. And I'll finish it off with the milk when it's ready. It's almost the second I turned it up, it started to kind of ooze out. So this is what it's doing. You're gonna see it's coming in from the spout and filling in. So when it's done, it'll gurgle, make like a weird gurgling noise. So let's wait for that a little bit. I think that if I keep it closed, it'll happen faster. So some of my homework today includes, well, basically it's just mostly sketching. But one of the things I get to do is we created a print, which is a really fun project. Let me know if you want me to do a little video about it. It's really cool. But basically we created a print, and now we need to basically create like paper dolls and make outfits out of that print, which is super fun. One of the more fun things I've done in like an illustration type class. Okay, so you hear that? That means it's done. So I'm gonna turn it off the heat, see how it's bubbling. One of the things they tell you to do is to submerge it really quickly in cold water to make sure it doesn't get bitter. Or not submerge it, but like put like a cold towel around it. I'm not gonna do either of those things because I don't care. I'm just gonna clean it out really well. So there's my actual coffee. You see how dark this is? Like, it's delightful. Hi again. Ooh, I'm getting a nice big zit here. Anyway, I did a little taste test situation, but it didn't film. So sorry about that. So I just wanted to close off this video because I've been doing a terrible job doing that. And say breakfast was absolutely delicious. I've got 2 loads of laundry done already and jumping into homework. So that's pretty much my day. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm feeling isolated and lonely. So if you guys can like throw stuff in the comments, like a lot of you have texted me and stuff, it would just be nice to have that correspondence if you're watching anyway, because a lot of you have texted me that you're watching. So it'd be awesome just if you could throw some comments one way or the other. Love you, miss you, and yeah, have a great day. When you guys wake up, bye.